All right.
Are we live?
Are we live or are we not? I certainly hope we are.
Look, guys.
Hey guys, we're gonna sit back here and try to chill
Relax.
out for a minute, relax, proper feet up. Travis, New York, howdy, buddy.
Yeah, we're just gonna be.
We're just gonna sit back here and chill out today. Janet, Nancy,
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, I love that name. Rock's Corner, Yankee Homestead, Orphan Lady, Wayne,
Yeah. I gotta sit
Logan's
up some.
Homestead.
Just saying, I can read it if I
She's
lay down.
blind in one eye. All right, guys. Hopefully, we are back online. We're having to go another route, so y'all just hang in there with us and let us know. Um, Let us know where we're at. I'm telling y'all, we have got the worst internet system in the world here.
I know the worst operator, obviously.
Just bear with us, guys.
Yeah, I see there's some super chats here, you guys.
Yeah, there's some
If
super
there's
chats.
questions already, like
We did not
why
get.
we are not here.
Okay.
I watched two of those videos today. I'm not sure, Donna, what you're talking about, but let me see. Sorry, Danny and Wanda, that I can't stay for the live chat, but we'll catch it tomorrow. This is a thank you for the great videos that you put out. Thank you, Grizz.
Thank you, Grizz. We appreciate that so much.
Okay.
Okay.
We should have been on at 8, but
we should have been on at 8.
But
this one
forgot to plug the cable in, and we were trying to go live on wireless on our stupid internet.
Yeah, I can see y'all and hear y'all. Thumbs up. Great, y'all.
So we're 10 minutes late, but the good news, Zach is not going to be on tonight, so we can go an extra hour if we need to.
Which looks like we're going to. Yeah.
How are we doing? We're tired. We've been busy all day.
How about the drought? There is no drought.
There's no drought right now.
Yeah, she's
Thank
like,
goodness.
ha 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 ha.
Thank goodness.
Oh yeah, I mean, but look, we have not had torrential rainfalls
like the aldermans,
like Tommy and them have. We've just had light, steady rain on our crops, and it has been outstanding for our crops. Danny corn has shot up another 2 feet above what it already was.
Yeah. So, you guys, I see Quake Lake, Beth, Tammy, James, Susie, Jeremiah, Rock's Corner.
There's my girl Jen.
At the Nut House.
Yeah, Pat.
Becca, Little Shepherd.
Farm. Sinclair Pages. Yes. Now, that's the one that sent the video, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We laughed
about the radish video. I'm telling y'all, that's what happens when you buy Deep South seeds. Sinclair has proved it.
They work.
They work.
Will you be making more spoons? If he ever gets time.
If I get time.
We have so many projects going right now till spoons had to go out the window for right now.
Yeah, right now I don't even have.
He is waiting on spoons too.
Right now I can't even think. I'm so busy.
Yeah. I've got our list. We still at.
Yeah, we're gonna get some spoons out here for long. It's just that I am just.
Maybe a couple of months or so.
I believe I might get a couple of them up before then.
These rainy days, you would think he would get something done, but
no, the rainy days.
He's helped me today.
I love the rainy days. I love the rainy nights. Yeah, there's a song about that, ain't there?
Yeah, it's pretty much.
I thought so.
What's his name? Ronnie Millsaps?
I don't know if it's Ronnie Millsap, is it?
No.
No, it wasn't him.
No, he did something to do with rainy days or nights or something. I don't know.
That's the one. I love old pickup trucks. Slow-moving trains.
We need to find him something to talk about.
Pia, how's my dad? He's still in the hospital. He's he can't lift himself up or help himself any, so we're probably going to be looking into maybe a swing bed for a while to see if we can't see where it goes there. Eddie Rabbit, yes.
That's it.
That's it.
I knew I was looking at the dark-headed guy.
Yep. The bee lady says, I dug weeds all day. Well, what did we do all day today? We went to town this morning.
Yes, we did a month. Oh, first I cleaned out rabbit.
She cleaned out rabbit pens. I picked green beans. I picked tomatoes.
Yeah. Then we
blueberries.
Then we went to town, and I did my monthly grocery haul, which was, I think I spent about $100, and maybe if I get a chance, the video will come out. If not, oh well. We make so many videos,
we have so many
just
videos
don't get out.
made up in advance until it's just not.
They just don't all get out.
We try to get them out, but
and then after that, I started. He snapped the green beans while I washed. What did I do? I washed dishes.
Yeah, you went and cleaned up everything in the kitchen before we got started. And
then what did I do? I canned the green beans. I had 8 pints.
We went and got rabbit out of the freezer and chicken broth.
And we pressure cooked the rabbit and thawed out the chicken broth. And then after the green beans came out, I canned, let me think, 4 pints of chicken broth, 1 of rabbit broth, and 4 of rabbit meat with broth.
Yeah.
So I have been canning all day.
She's been canning all day since we got back from town.
And then on top of that, I'm trying to get the bedroom ready. I did get the bedroom ready because we have company coming this week.
Yeah.
And it's just been a busy day.
Susie, we don't have too much trouble keeping our rabbits cool in the summertime. I mean, they're pretty much they're just bunny rabbits. I mean, they don't seem to have a lot of problem, do they? I mean,
no, we won't breed.
We don't breed anything in the summer.
We have one mama that just had babies this week. We have one mama that will have babies in the next day or 2.
Yeah.
And after that, we won't breed anymore until fall.
Yeah, because it's just too hard on them in the summer.
Yeah, and if it gets too hot in there, we will put a fan, but we have ventilation pretty much everywhere in there, and we will butcher, hopefully this week, if not soon, I think there's 13 rabbits that need it. And then
13 of them go in the freezer can.
Yeah, so that only leave us 2 mamas and a daddy, and then the new babies.
Yeah. And plus we have baby chicks born 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago, and I lost one of those, but I think there's about 12 of them that made it. And these are bantams. So anybody living close that wants bantams, hey, come see me. Yeah. I'm trying to get out of the bantam business, and they keep having babies.
Yeah.
So.
Plus we sold chickens this week.
Yes, we did. We had a couple come yesterday.
Yep.
Really nice guys.
Really nice guys. They do.
What did they tell you?
They're foster parents.
They're foster parents fixing to adopt 3 kids.
Yeah, 3 kids.
And they're fostering 2 more.
Yeah.
They wanted a rooster. The girls have picked out a rooster.
And the great thing about these foster people are they're teaching their kids how to live off the land, basically, where their food comes from.
And it was really amazing.
That was amazing to me.
And the girls were really well behaved. Very well behaved girls.
Yeah.
So I think they're doing a great job. And we sold, what, 4 chickens?
Yeah, we sold 3 hens and a rooster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit different.
Yeah. But,
Danny doesn't even look 70. He's not 70.
If I'm, well, I was told by the chiropractor I had the body of a 70-year-old.
Yeah, I missed something up there, but somebody must have said something about 70. I'm just saying.
I think they were talking about my dad. I don't know. They may have been talking about me. I mean,
your dad's 80.
My dad's in his mid-80s.
84?
Yeah, he's 84 years old. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't plan on living that long.
70 said they sold out today at the market, but it's dragging the seat. I'm telling you, it's not all a piece of cake.
People think that this kind of life is just funny and happy-go-lucky, wonderful life. But I tell you what, I don't know about anybody else, but if you live like Wanda and I live, it is work from before the sun comes up in the morning until after it goes down in the evening. Now we do get a break in the middle of the day. We stop and take a break, but it's pretty tough life. It's not all easy and fun like everybody thinks it is, because if you don't raise where your food, you don't eat.
Hey, bandana grandma. I just saw she came in.
Yeah, I seen Bandana when she came in there.
It is a lot of work, but it's very rewarding because
it's rewarding.
Danny and I, our meals right now are mostly our food. We do buy some meat because we do not produce enough meat to keep us going, and we have a lot of meat. But all the vegetables, and we don't buy processed food at all. I mean, I walked down one aisle and he goes, "That's all processed food," so I had to turn around, come back out. Miss B Lady, do you make your headscarves? Not that they look homemade.
No.
No, this is a black strap. It's put out by a company called Blackstrap. It's out of a.
It's out of the Homestead.
It was out of the Homestead box that came a couple of months ago with the foraging, and this one is real stretchy, and you can wear it like 5 or 6, 7 different ways. I just prefer it this way. It keeps my hair out of my way. But you can wear it as a bandana. You can cover your face. You can cover your neck. I mean, it's got a lot of ways to wear it.
Yeah, I mean, it gets hot now when it gets to be hot outside. But
yeah, it is very.
You know, you got to kind of fold it up and make like a headband out of it. But Danny is 30 in a 50s body. Well, I've got the mentality of being 30 years old because I've got to that point in life where my body, you know, doesn't realize that I'm too old to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a little bit aggravating, you know, because I have all these desires and dreams, and you know, it's hard to fulfill them. I mean, we did have a guy come by this afternoon. I'm actually curing his bacon for him. I've got it in the refrigerator right there. We did that this evening. We're going to be smoking it in probably 5 or 6 days, trying to get his bacon taken care of. So we're always doing something here.
He's going to be helping us a little. We're hoping to be able to help him. Hey, Pratt family.
We're going to be building us a syrup building to cook our syrup in, so we'll be out of the weather. And he's agreed to help me build my syrup building for smoking and curing his bacon for him. So it's we're going to kind of trade out a few things there, but we're trying to get this syrup building up and going. We've had a few people donate a little money towards it, so we're going to try to
get that
going.
Sherry from Two Family, Old Alabama Gardener, Angie, Bubba, Rusty.
Oh, y'all got to excuse me, man.
Are you saving his bacon? Yeah, we're saving his bacon pretty much, Rusty. That's what we're doing. Yeah. And we have people come, and Rusty Anderson was one of them that came.
Rusty Anderson came by this week, yeah.
He and his 2 sons.
He and his 2 sons and his mama.
Yeah, and his mom.
They all came and visited for a pretty good while.
Yeah. And
purchased some blueberries.
On Monday, we had let's see. Lee and Jennifer came and spent the day. They actually came to pick blueberries, and they got to pick a few, but then the rain started. So we came out here and just chilled all day. And after lunch, Leo Baltz and his family came.
His family came.
And we just really enjoyed Leo, too. He almost feels like family, like he's one of our kids. And we'd never even met him before, but it just clicked. Leo's a really good guy.
Leo's a really good guy. So we had a blast with Lee and Jennifer and Leo and his family, and then Rusty come up.
And we've had a ball this week.
We've had several subs by this week and just enjoyed it. They all got blueberries. You know.
Yeah, and I've made blueberry. Thank you, Jen. I've made blueberry jam this week.
Yes.
I've got canned blueberries that I've done, and I'm fixing to make blueberry syrup. So if anybody's wanting any syrups, jams, jellies, or canned blueberries, you'll have to let me know through our
webpage. Nope.
Email. The WANKINGDAN20@gmail.com, because that's the only way I'm going to sell the canned stuff. I'm not going to put it on Etsy. And it costs as much, really it costs more to send it that way than it does to buy it. The little jars of jam are not that expensive. It costs you more than that just to mail it. That's why it's hard to do something like that, because I can sell the jam, the little 8-ounce jars for like $5, but it may cost you $7 or $8 to get it shipped.
Yeah.
So you know, but if you're interested in it and you want to know, want something blueberry, let me know.
Yeah, there's a
We're
lot of
gonna do a
questions. A
video,
lot of
yeah.
questions is going by while she's talking, and I'm trying to.
He can't, he doesn't want, but we are doing a syrup video.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a syrup video here before long.
And Miss Big Lady said blueberry jam. Just
Yeah.
let me know.
Yeah, some tomatoes are doing fine. We've been picking them. We got a bunch of them in the floor in there. We're freezing all of them right now because we're going to be making some salsa out of them here before long. We've harvested all of our onions. We've got them chopped up and in the freezer. We've got lots of peppers in the freezer. So we're going to be making some salsa here before long, and it is just, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, and somebody's asking, do I have an instructional video on canning blueberries? No, I did not do that, but I can when I can some more. We have so many, and it's hard to stop when we're doing something to video everything. But yeah, I'll try to do a canning blueberries.
Susie said, do you dehydrate blueberries to sell? No, we tried that. It's too expensive for us to do it, and it's not feasible for us to do it. Rusty said that jalapeno, that Marconi we sent him home with, he had that in his jambalaya tonight.
Ah.
Yeah, so I hope it was all right, Rusty.
All right, Miss B Lady says she helps with postage. Okay.
Okay.
How are the tomatoes doing? He hasn't really been out since early this morning.
I ain't been out since early this morning. It's been all day today. I mean, it's but this morning I went out. Well, I did go out this evening. I went out and
did you?
For just a few minutes, but we was doing that bacon and I couldn't really stop. We had to make sure we get that done. But
1919 farmhouse. Hello.
Hello, Deep South. Yeah.
How is my herb garden doing? Country Living wants to know. I planned on doing a video on it, just doing a tour. Yeah. And like I say, I just wanted to walk out there. I'd love to do it live, but our internet's not gonna let us. But I will. I did video it probably 2 weeks ago and didn't get it up, so I'm thinking I'll just go do it again. Everything in it's looking awesome. The herb garden is booming right now. So
we don't have a video up right now. Only Wayne on the salsa. We're gonna make a video when we make the salsa, and that way we will have it up.
Probably within the next week or two.
Well, I'm hoping to be within the next week. We got so many tomatoes starting to pile up. We're gonna have to do something. Yeah, Janice, we're getting lots of rain here too. But like I said, it's just slow, steady rain. There's nothing, there's nothing flooding or washing away anything.
Yeah, and our Marconi's hot or sweet. Marconi peppers are very sweet. They
very
taste
sweet.
A lot like a bell pepper, but the skin or whatever, the thickness is half of what a bell pepper is. How a bell pepper's thick, Marconi's thin, and if you leave them until they're red, oh my goodness, they are awesome. And if you guys would put questions or comments to us, all caps, it helps us to pick them up because I'm missing a lot of what people are saying.
Yeah, Becky's right. Marconi is an Italian sweet pepper. We actually we've been growing this pepper now. I've been growing it about 6 or 7 years now. I've been saving my own seed, and I'm telling you what, I got some awesome plants.
Okay. So one thing we're going to show you guys, I don't know if y'all don't know exactly what our living room looks like anyway, unless you visited.
Unless you visited, but
I am very, very proud of one thing. We got rid of the ugly couch.
Yep.
It went out the door, and if you don't know what the ugly couch was, I kept a blanket over it. When we were live streaming, you would see a blanket over the couch because I just didn't like it. It had these big flowers, but we couldn't afford what I wanted. And so I've been saving up for almost 4 years.
Almost 4 years to get her some living room furniture.
When I sold my cookbooks, that money was going up, steady going up. And so last week I told him, I said, we're going to do the living room furniture. So we went and looked this week, and we had looked 2 years ago. And,
thank you, Leo.
Yeah, thank you, Leo. 2 years ago, we had looked and we wanted an L shape, and it was like, what, $2,000?
Yeah.
And I knew I could not afford $2,000. I just couldn't. And when we went this time, We got the couch, and this is an oversized chair. Danny and I are sitting in.
We're sitting in a recliner. It's not a recliner. It's just a chair.
It's called a chair and a half. I think
Yeah.
is what the guy called it. And we got the couch and the chair and a half for, oh gosh, $1,300. And I was so tickled. I was just ecstatic that we saved money.
Yeah.
I didn't have to spend $2,000 on it. And I really like it. It's soft. And Danny's going to show you guys. You got to show them.
Okay, I'll try to see if y'all. I'm gonna try to show you.
And I actually went and bought a rug today for the floor, but I don't know if it can show you the rug.
I probably can't show you the rug, but I'm gonna take it around and show you. Try not to make you drunk while I'm doing it.
Yeah, he's trying.
This is her couch that she bought.
It's really an overstuffed type.
It's got the memory foam in it and everything, which is what she was looking for.
Something really comfortable.
It's very lush and plush. It's very nice. It's what she's been working 4 years now towards. See, we don't go and borrow a bunch of money to buy things like that with. We're kind of old-fashioned. We save our money up till we get the money to buy something, and then we do it.
Spooning chair. That's what this is. This is a spooning chair.
Now up here, I'm going to show y'all something.
I finally got this hung.
I'm going to show y'all. Look at here. Amy Sutherland and Nikki
Stanley. Look.
These are your things. We finally got them hung up on the wall today. Got that taken care of.
It is just awesome. But now
I'm going to take you around. This is another project.
This is the next project.
This is right next to our wood stove here. We're taking out, as you see that hole in the middle of the wall back there, that's where my wood pipe used to go out at. But we've decided to go back with a 3-foot by 5-foot window in that hole. Of course, we can't put it in right now. We're having to work from the inside of the house to get everything ready because it's been raining for like 4 days. It's going to rain another 4 or 5 days. So that is a project that we have going on right now, which you probably saw as a thumbnail. Let me see if I can get this back around here now without making everybody drunk, including me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so as we have projects and we save up money, we end up putting it on whatever we do. Right now we have money stuck up for the syrup
building. We've had a couple of people donate some money for the syrup building. We've
the RV,
which we'll get to it sooner or later when we just got to order
RV's
some
on
more.
the back burner right now with gardening and.
Well, gardening comes first because that's our food supply that keeps us going through the year, so we can't lose that.
And then the window is something that was in the works when he started this project.
Yeah.
And we just hadn't bought it because he had other things going, and so now the windows came in. We got it yesterday.
Yeah, we've had the window ordered for a while.
And it finally
Logan says, "How's the sweet corn looking?" We should have picked it today.
We're going to be picking it
Monday, and we're going to have probably, it's looking like maybe 400 to 500 ears of sweet corn. So we're going to try to get that done. That's what our sweet corn's fine right now.
Is it real leather? This is kind of a soft.
It's a suede
type leather, I guess. Yeah, pay cash or do without. That's about what we.
That's the way we do it.
And it kind of bites us sometimes in the butt, but.
Country Living says, "Do you have a video on how to save your seeds?" Yes, we have several videos up on how to save your seeds. You'll have to go back through our playlist.
Tomatoes and peppers, asparagus.
Cucumbers, squash. I've got all those in there.
We got several. I've got a playlist, I think, called Saving Seeds. What is that, the wall you're tearing out? He's fixing to put a window in there, B-Lady. We had 2 doors there, and he took the door down and put a heater and, until we got the new heater. The first heater we got a few years ago. Yeah. And now we closed the wall in when we got the new heater, but he's opening up part of it to put a new window. Yeah,
we miss it. We miss being able to look out and see the back pasture here from in the house. We miss the light in the house. We're trying to get it where we don't have to keep the lights turned on so much.
The jams and jellies are going to be like $5 for like a half pint, and $7, I think, for a. It's more than a half pint. Maybe $7 for the canned berries. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, thank you, Harriet.
That
That means
means
a
a
lot to
lot.
us.
Thank you.
Um,
The tomato video, we have, what, at least one or two more coming
yeah, we
out?
have at least a couple more coming
We've
out.
had people asked on the tomatoes what kind, because every time they turn around, we're talking about a different type of tomatoes. And
Yeah,
I think we have, what, 5, 6, or 7 different types of
we got
tomatoes.
quite a few different kinds growing
And
here.
we're going to show each type, and we were trying to wait until some got ripe of each type so we can show you all the differences and what they look like on the vine as well as ripe.
Yeah, and Rusty, yes, we do sell the Marconi seeds. Yes.
Yes.
Is a giant Marconi pepper the same variety as the one y'all grow? Yes.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean ours. We have some of ours that get this long and that big around. I mean they're just big old giant ones, and we've learned if we leave them on the plant till they get red, they're even sweeter that way.
Yeah. Okay, so pretty much that's what's going on. I took my cookbook money, bought a furniture. He's working on a window. What else? We got company coming this week.
Got company coming this week.
Well,
yes,
it
we
ain't
are.
company.
Chief Expert. We are going to. We're going to put the corn in the freezer because when you can sweet corn, you destroy the taste of it. It's not sweet anymore. All the sugars turn to starches in it when you cook it. As long as you have to cook it, which is over an hour. So we just put ours in the freezer. But you know, this week's been a little bit trying week. Had some issues with my dad this week that we've been having to deal with. But it's been a good week because we got Wanda's furniture this week. She's been working on.
I'm happy, y'all. See.
But we learned a real valuable lesson this week.
Yeah, that made us sad.
It made us really, really sad this week. Was we went to buy a tractor. We picked out a tractor at a place, and we was gonna go purchase the tractor because it's what we need here on the homestead. With us getting older, we need a tractor with a front end loader and all on it to be able to move things around like we need to move them. And when we got to the tractor place, everything looked like it was really good to go. And when it come down to the financing part of it, because we're the kind of people that don't go in debt and we pay cash for most of everything we buy, whether it's a large thing or whether it's small, they told us that because we're the kind of people that pay cash, we're too high risk. Because we didn't have debt. They said they wanted to see people who had debt so that they could tell about how they pay their bills. And I told them, I said, well,
we hadn't had bills in 5 years since we married. Well, 4 years.
In 4 years, and then long before then. But I told them, I said, I own a home that's worth $300,000, and I paid cash for that. I paid cash for a $40-something thousand truck. I told them, I said, I pay cash for what I do. I don't make loans and stuff like that, but the tractor, we decided we would try to finance it rather than spending cash money on the tractor. And they wouldn't go for it. There was a no-go. They told me, they said, we don't have enough debt. If we had debt, then they would work with us. So we had to kind of put the tractor on the back burner there for a while and kind of relook at it. Hopefully we'll find somebody who will do some owner financing on a good used one or something, because we're not.
They're losing us off and on.
We're not going to go with this. Some people, maybe just they need to go out and come back in. They just need to refresh.
Yeah, some people said they didn't know
how.
Yeah, if you don't have a lot of debt, they don't want to loan you money.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to probably do a video on that.
Yeah.
About finances and how it used to work versus how it is today, and how that the banking system has everybody fooled.
Yeah.
You know, I think
cash is just a high risk because they don't want you to use cash. And we don't have enough to pay cash for a tractor, so we were hoping to finance. And right now, and that's the one deal, we didn't want to be in debt.
Yeah, we didn't want to be in debt. So
maybe that's the answer to our prayer. We didn't want to be in debt, but we did need a tractor.
We need a tractor bad with a front end loader on it.
We decided, okay, maybe that's our way of staying out of debt. We'll just keep plugging along and doing what we're doing.
We'll keep setting money aside, and you know, we'll just see if we can come up with the money and find somebody who will own or finance, one.
Yeah, and we were looking
But the
at
crazy thing about it is we liked a little bit of money on the sofa, having enough money, and the guy didn't have any problem financing the
no.
remaining. I guess because we paid so much on it.
Yeah, I almost paid for the whole thing because I wanted the chair. I could have
Yeah.
paid for the sofa. I couldn't pay for the
Well, you
whole
could have
chair.
paid for the chair. We just didn't want to spend our cash.
Yeah, I didn't take it with me.
Yeah.
So, but I ended up with, not a problem with knowing somebody because we knew the furniture guy. The people with the tractor, we knew them, but they were going through a financing company that didn't know us.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those no win sometimes.
B-Lady says if you need help getting into debt.
I don't want to get into debt.
We don't want to be in debt. We haven't owed, look, I haven't owed a house payment since 1989. I built and paid cash for 2 homes since 1989, so it.
Do I sell the cookbooks? No, I'm out of cookbooks right now. When I ran out, I'm out.
Yeah.
I may in the future try to get some and sell again, but so far I think I've sold 300 cookbooks, and I thought that was pretty good. So I don't know if I've got another 100 or 2 people out there that would make it worth my while right now.
Yeah, because it cost us about $500 or better.
About $500 to
about
get the
$500 to order another thing of cookbooks,
And I'm just not sure if it's worth it right now. But in the future, if I do, it will be on the Etsy store.
Yeah. But yeah, this thing about credit and all that kind of stuff, y'all, I'll do a video on that because most people don't understand how credit scores work and the Isaac score and all that, and how that this is all a racket to keep you in debt, because it used to wasn't that way back, say, 30 years ago. It was banking was completely different then.
Rain Country says she likes our new shirts.
Actually, Heidi, we were walking through Walmart and found
Walmart
these.
did this for us. See?
Walmart did this for us.
I can't get where it's hard to get up and stand up.
Well, if you lean back.
Okay, it says. Oh, let me go this way. It says the Deep South, Mississippi.
1817, the year it was formed.
Hey, y'all. Walmart did this for us. We didn't have to do this at all.
Yeah.
If you want to buy some of the Deep South shirts,
I mean, I can go to Walmart and buy a bunch of them and ship them, I guess. But
it was funny when he saw them, because he catches the word Deep South everywhere we go. If Deep South is on something, he catches it. So we ended up with it.
Yeah.
I can't do an ebook download with my cookbook because it's so long. If I had it, I went through a company and it has their name stamped on every page, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
So if I did an ebook, I would have their name stamped on every page because of the copyright thing, I guess.
Yeah, Jim's exactly right. Mr. Rain is right. No debt, you have freedom. That's exactly right.
Walmart and Wiggins, yes, Gina.
Yeah, Gina, Walmart and Wiggins. And Jim's right. They want slaves. They want to make slaves out of you. They want to make you, they want to set the system up where you can't buy anything unless you play by their rules. And Wanda and I are just old school. We just saved the money up like her 4 years to get these little bit of furniture. We're just the kind of people that waits,
Yeah, and he was needing a tractor for hauling dirt and stuff, but we have a neighbor that lets us borrow his, so we just continue to borrow, and we barter with him, and I think he might like a few jams and jellies and tomatoes, salsa and stuff, so we kind of barter with him pretty good. So.
You always just hate borrowing somebody else's equipment because if it breaks down, you have to fix it, and it just, I thought maybe we might be interested in getting us another tractor with a front end loader on it. It just, I guess it just wasn't in God's will at this time. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. She likes the red.
Yeah. Have you ever tried dry growing your tomatoes?
What is dry
I don't
growing?
know what dry growing is. I can't answer that, Enderwing, because I don't know what dry growing is, unless it's predictive texting or something and it just didn't put it up right.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So
Um,
if you guys have anything about the videos this week,
yeah, I mean we have
started out with, I think it might have been last Saturday. I did the blueberry
yeah, I think you
strawberry
did the
pie, or
blueberry strawberry
Saturday
pie.
or Sunday. I don't know what day it came out. Did anybody make the pie and for Memorial Day? I would like to
Yeah.
know how it turned out for you guys if you made it. I made 3, took one to church. It was all gone but one piece, and then Mr. LeMay took one piece home with him. And then I took Danny's brother a pie because he was the one that was asking for one, and he ate half of it the first night.
Yeah.
And then we had Lee and Jennifer and Leo here Monday. Figure out days, and that pie was gone too.
Yeah, they ate most of it.
So it turned out, all 3 pies turned out good. So okay, I don't see anybody saying that they made.
So the 2 tractors don't have a front end loader.
The tractor he was looking at did.
Yeah,
but
we actually looked at
doesn't.
2 different tractors, a smaller one and a larger one.
Yeah.
And both of them had front end loaders on them. My tractor here does not have a front end loader on it. As a matter of fact, mine don't even have power steering, and it's starting to affect my neck a lot whenever I try to steer it.
Yeah, I can't drive it.
She can't drive it at all.
As long as I drive it straight or make a huge turn,
yeah.
I can't back it up, and I can't turn sharp with it, and I couldn't stop it unless it's on a straightaway. I can't stop it if it's going down a hill or anything.
Yeah, but you know, but that's, you know, it's just one of those things. You know, we have to learn that sometimes we can't have everything we want in life. So we just move on and do the best we can.
Do what we've been doing.
We put up a video this week about a Memorial Day tribute. I did that to our fallen soldiers because the service is something that's extremely important to me. It's very close and dear to my heart.
And we thought about it, and he really didn't have anything he wanted to say, or he didn't think he could do it justice.
I couldn't do it justice, is
and
what it was.
He went online, and the video that we linked to that was on there, and that video is 10 years old.
Yeah.
And it was just an awesome, awesome video. It says everything that needs to be said about Memorial Day.
Yeah. We were Patrick, we were looking at a LS tractor. We went and looked at Mahindras, but we got so many bad reviews on Mahindras. We talked to people who used to work in the factories with Mahindras, because I've been doing a lot of behind-the-scenes research on those things. And I actually met some guys that was working on them, and they told me things about them that just really I didn't like. The John Deere I like, but it's just way too expensive. So we settled with the LS. Even though it comes from South Korea, all the parts are made in either North Carolina or South Carolina, the company told me. Mm-hmm. And they ship them to South Korea to put them together, but we could get all the parts here, so that wasn't a problem. And that seemed to work out pretty good.
Yeah, and
the guy gave us a jam-up price.
Yeah, both of them drove well. I drove them. He drove. You know, they were really awesome.
Really awesome.
And we were kind of bummed about it, but now we're over it.
Yeah, we'll move on. We'll find something else to worry about.
Then he did tomatoes. You did what?
I did the tomato hornworms.
And the tomato blight. He did both of those this week.
Yeah, the hornworms they kind of come in spells. They don't just come all at once. So you go out there one day and you may not have any for several days. You may not have any for a week, and then all of a sudden the hornworms will just look and they'll be on your plants, and you have to get them off before they start doing a lot of damage. So that's something that you can check on your tomatoes. You have to do it daily to make sure you get them. Carl, the kind of tractor I have is a Belarus, and I could get a front end loader for it, but I can't get power steering for it.
Yeah, it's just the way it's old.
Yeah, it's an old tractor.
Yeah. right, so how much do you lack to get your tractor, or did you end up getting a tractor?
No,
We didn't get one.
we didn't
just
get one.
checked on it, and without the financing, it's just impossible right now.
Yeah,
So we'll just wait for a while, but maybe in the future,
maybe.
we're going to keep looking and see if we can find a second-hand one, maybe.
Yeah, actually, one of these we were looking at was a second-hand tractor, but
Yeah, it was almost new.
it was almost new. It only had 125 hours on it, I think.
Yeah.
So it was still pretty new. The thing about it is, Wanda didn't want me to talk about this on this one, but the whole issue is when you go to buy something, you never use your money to buy it with. That's just a bottom line. Anybody, I mean, I used to teach finances, and when you start using your money to buy something, you start going in the hole. You always want to use the other person's money to buy something. And that's what I've done my whole life. I've never actually used any of my money to buy anything that I have, hardly.
You keep your notes
paid. I keep my money in the bank, and then I'll go borrow the money, and I'll usually try to get a 0% interest or a very low interest rate, and I'll usually pay on it for about half the period of the loan, and then I'll just go ahead and pay it off, so that I don't have all that interest to pay all the way through the whole thing. And you know, that way you seem to stay out of debt better, and you use your money to work for you better than spending it all up front.
Check out tractorhouse.com. You have to remember that. Okay, so we off the finances for Dave.
Okay, she tells me
I keep telling him he's not doing finances all night.
I love finances.
Will stay on it all night.
Love it.
We're all finances.
Okay, you may have to reel me back in.
I know. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Okay, so we were talking about tomato hornworms, or where you were at.
Yeah, I was talking about the tomato hornworms.
How did finance get back in that?
Well, somebody asked a question. I saw this. Asked me, said, how much did you lack before you got the tractor? And
yeah, okay, you know, okay, I got you.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, tomato hornworms.
Okay.
Yo.
Like old Barney Fife used to do. Okay, Andy, I'm tick a lock. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's one show, boy.
Oh, Lord, I remember poor old Barney.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless his heart.
All right, so
okay.
Talk about your worms or something, or the tomato blight.
The tomato blight, yeah. A lot of people had a lot of good suggestions on the tomato blight, y'all. It's just that the bottom line is this. I've raised tomatoes here for 50 years almost, you know.
And it changes every year.
It changes every year. If you get a dry spring, you know, you don't have any tomato blight. If it starts raining and you don't get them leaves off, you know, you're going to have tomato blight. Now, granted, there's a lot of controversy out there about this. You know, yes, the leaves do protect your tomatoes from being sun-scalded. Yes, the leaves do provide sugars for your plant to grow tomatoes. Yes, if you cut the leaves off of determinate tomatoes, you will lose your plant. Yes, we do trim ours because ours are indeterminate plants. So, you know, there's a lot of things about tomatoes. If it's rainy and you don't cut them leaves off here where I live at, they're going to die. You know? I mean, I just have to put it out there. That's just the bottom line. Now, can we talk about something else, you reckon?
I was watching the comments. I'm trying to read.
No finances, though.
No finances.
Okay.
Enderwink said we're so cute.
You know, that's why she has what she has, is because I'm good with money, you know.
No, because I'm good with money. You hadn't touched it here lately. I've been.
Well, that's because I trust you.
Yeah, he never did this before with his other wives.
No.
But he turned everything over to me.
I ran everything. I paid every bill myself.
About a year or so ago. And so I've been handling everything. I put everything in envelopes. I'm very meticulous about that.
We can't talk about finances, though.
Never mind. Yeah, you started.
No, I didn't. I just... You know, I was just sitting here. You told me I can't talk about finances, so if I can't talk about it, you can't either.
No, I can't. Okay.
Oh.
So, anyway.
Okay.
Let me get off finances, or we'll be back.
Reel us back in. Here we go.
You're going to have my eyes watering.
Okay.
Now.
Oh, okay.
Where are we at?
I don't know where we are.
Porch
We're in our
time.
living room sitting on our chair. We're porch time. What have I learned from YouTube?
We have learned that people are crazy.
We have learned that there's more crazy people out there than us. Yes.
A lot of people. And talk about the good people.
Yeah,
I was going to kind of do a
I was going to do a
or-
video about the good people, and I probably still am.
But you can kind of explain what you mean by good people, right?
Y'all, a lot of people think when I talk about good people, I mean Christian people. And
that's not what he was talking about.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Christian people. I'm talking about...
Jen said focus, children.
Yes.
Okay.
Focus. We're like blinders on a mule. We got to put blinders on so we don't get distracted. But when I talk about good people, I'm talking about just the average guy or a girl on the street that's just good people. You know, they don't care. I don't care if you're a Christian or not. Christian people can be the worst people in the world.
Yeah, they are. Sometimes they're very mean.
They're very mean and hateful. And I mean, they're the only people who kick their wounded. You know, I mean, so... When I talk about good people, I'm talking about people that aren't just yin-yanging against each other. They're not going after each other on videos. They're not, you know, I mean, they're just good people. They're honest. They don't create drama. You know, they're just good people. Now that's what I'm talking about. Because I got no use for people who create drama.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what we were talking. A lot of people took it that he meant Christian people and people that were going to heaven were good people and all this, and that was not where he was going. He was talking about people that want to backbite on YouTube and talk about each other, and that's not good. That's being stupid, and so that's where we were having issues on that video. Was a lot of people. I think we got a pretty good record, about 35 thumbs down on that one.
Yeah,
we have met some people that claim to be pagan.
Yes,
and
that are fantastic people.
Good people.
They
tell us they're pagan, but they are honestly very good people.
They're honestly very good people. We've met people that are homosexuals, people that are
Good.
lesbians.
And we have no problem with
any of that. I have no problem with them. I mean, they have treated us like good people. We treat them like good people. You know, I have no problems with this kind of stuff. You know,
so
the problem is there's so many people that's so heavenly minded, they're no earthly good.
Yeah, you know? That's his famous saying.
The bee lady says, Danny, ticks are all over us this year. You need to get them off. What do we do?
Lady.
What do we do? Take a pair of tweezers and start pulling. No, look, I went hunting one time and come home. She's about to have a fit over here. I went hunting one time and come home. I had 26 ticks stuck to me.
This was way on back.
That was way back on. I took a hunting trip. I thought, man, if anybody's gonna get Lyme disease, it would be me. But I got them all off without any problem.
Yeah, you just have to, I don't know, deal with them. I don't know
we're having too much fun here. We're going to have to wait. Okay, what?
Backbiting
is not good or godly. That's right.
A Christian person is not supposed to yang with other people. I don't know where all these Christian people are saying, because Danny and I are Christians, but we like to say that we are born-again believers because the word Christian has gotten out of hand. People are saying they're Christian and they're backbiting and they're being ugly and they're acting like they're better than everybody else. And that is not what the Christian lifestyle that Jesus was showing people.
No. As a matter of fact, Jesus tried to stay away from the religious crowd. He didn't like the Pharisees. He didn't like the Sadducees. I mean, he said, I come to seek and save those which was lost, you know, so. There's a song about ticks. Brad Paisley has a song about ticks. Yeah.
Mr. Rain says you were hunting ticks. The way you said that, it sounded like you went hunting ticks.
No.
Well, that's all he brought back.
That's all I brought back from that hunting trip. Yeah.
Yeah, we get our giggle box turned over every now and then.
Yeah, we just
And Sinclair, yes, to get respect, you must give respect.
Yes.
And I've always tried to live up to that my daddy taught me that.
Yeah.
And if you do not give respect to people, then you will never get it. And when I worked in an office,
respect is not something that's given; it has to be earned.
Yeah, when I worked in the office, the people, we had 400 apartments, which meant we had at least 400 tenants. Most of them more than that because you had 2 and 3 tenants in each apartment.
Yeah.
So when they came in the door, they always respected me because I respected them. I never talked down to them. I never acted ugly to them. Some of the other office workers would kind of yeah with them, and they would start getting irate. But never did they do that. They always, if they got irate with somebody else, they would come in and talk to me personally, apologize to me, and then tell me that they appreciated the way I handled the office and things like that. I never had any problems with people like that. I always was very friendly with everybody, and they knew it, and they could come to me. And that's kind of how Danny and I like our channel. We like people to know they can come to us.
Yeah.
We're not going to be ugly with it. Okay.
All right, Gina. Yes, we've learned by putting up our corn in the freezer that it's a lot better than canning it, because canning it, when you do that and you heat it up so much, the sugars in it turn to starch, and it's actually nasty. I'll just be honest with you, it's just nasty.
Yes, the terrorist attacks in London tonight.
Yes, yeah, we did see
that right before we went on. Yes.
We did see that. We'll be praying for those people too. The song is by Brad Paisley. I want to check you for ticks. Yes. You're right, Tammy, I am. No one reads the Bible and sees who Jesus really was. I mean, I'm going to do an All God's Children coming up. I've almost got it put together. I got an All God's Children coming up, so
hopefully this week.
I hope it's going to be this week. I've almost got it put together. If I can just get enough time to get it put together and get it actually recorded and
get it up.
Yeah, because it takes a while to upload stuff, because we have to upload it plus for Deep South Homestead, and because of our crappy internet, it takes a long time to do it.
I'm trying to talk him into getting All God's Children done tomorrow. And then he's got porch time. He's already got a subject for porch time, so that one's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm shooting for my 13 thumbs down every porch time. I've got it figured out.
You got 35 last time.
I know it. I know about 13 people who give me thumbs down because I've tested the waters. I know who they are. And I told Wanda when I did this one this past week, I said I'm going to have 13 thumbs down. As a matter of fact, I told her this morning I was going to have 13 thumbs down this morning. I only had 12, and I was sad. I was 10.
You had 10 in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, in the first 30 minutes this morning, I told her, I says, my 13 people are there. Yes.
Well, 2 of them popped in later this afternoon, and one of them's probably asleep or something.
Yeah.
All right, let those without sin throw the first stone. Exactly.
That's right.
Everybody has some kind of sin in their life. If you woke up this morning, you have sin. Just saying. Okay,
Mr. Rain says, corn report. Danny, our corn is 5 feet tall. Yes, Patrick.
What kind of corn did you?
I don't know what kind of corn did they buy our corn or not?
I don't remember, Mr. Rain. You have
We've sold so many hundreds of packs of it. I don't remember who bought what.
Are you growing Danny corn by chance, Mr. Rain? That's what I'd like to know.
Oh, that would be awesome. I'd like to see what it does up in that part of the country.
Nora, Danny's voice is what suckered me in.
That's what got her. I've got this voice about me that I don't know. It just does something, you know.
Yeah,
don't do anything for me, but I guess it does for you.
The voice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that and the eyes, you know.
No, the eyes has nothing to do with it.
Everybody always says I have a twinkle in my eye. That's what Julianne said when she was here.
Yeah, but I don't worry about that. I like the voice.
Okay, we'll stick with the voice then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm not sure where I'm trying to read because
we're
so far from.
Yeah, Rusty Anderson says when you give a thumbs down, why not change the video? Look, I don't mind the thumbs down. He had to watch the video, and I get paid. You know, so it doesn't bother me.
Julie, they thumbs down all the time.
We get thumbs down all the time. We got people out there just haters, you know.
And I can't read. Yeah, they're here the live with these.
He knows the channel.
That's true.
What's DE? Pia says, what's DE? That's called diatomaceous earth. It's little diatoms, little prehistoric little creatures that have turned to fossilized. They grind them up into a fine powder, and when the animals eat it, or humans, the human grade, it kills and cuts up the worms in the intestinal tract and is able to expel them. Or you can put it on your plants and it gets rid of them that way.
Okay, I'm not.
Jam at the Nut House, sing for us, Danny.
Danny boy. You're egging him on, aren't you, Jim?
Jim's egging me on.
He will break out into something.
Oh.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, what are we talking
Rabbits.
about? Rabbits.
I have.
Ooh, I hate that rabbit.
Yeah, I have some new baby rabbits, and
Yep.
I showed them briefly, but they were only a day or so old when I went out. I think they were about a day old. So probably shortly I will take and show you what they look like as they start getting a little fur on them in the next couple of days. And then my second mama is going to have babies probably in a couple of days. She hasn't started pulling the fur out yet, but she was about 5 or 6 days behind the other one. So I know she's close.
Tammy, your pea seeds, if they got wet and you dried them, if they did not sprout, they may be okay for next spring. So as long as they didn't sprout. If they start sprouting, then they're not going to be any good.
Teal House, I guess is here somewhere. I'm just thinking. I see
somebody saying, "Hey Sam," so he must have been in here.
Yeah, I see it up there somewhere. Teal House. Hey Sam. Now why don't we get Sam to sing for us? Sam, why don't you sing for us instead of Danny singing for us? I just think Sam's got a beautiful voice.
Sam's got an awesome voice. I mean, I was a lead singer for a while, but
Danny's voice, yeah.
My voice is gone now. I mean, it's.
I like to hear Danny talk, but I like to hear Sam sing.
Jim Crawford's like, "Ooh, Danny boy."
That's what I figured you'd get into before long. And blueberries. We have picked blueberries and blueberries and blueberries, so that's basically our week. This week.
Yeah, but the amazing corn though this week.
Oh, I was gonna skip that one.
You can't skip the amazing corn, the Danny corn.
Why not?
Because it's already like 12 feet tall. I mean, and it ain't even started growing good yet. I can't even wait this year to see how tall it gets. You know, I mean.
It's looking good, and it's just started tossing.
Mr. Rain says it's not Danny corn. Mr. Rain, you should have got Danny corn. I'm telling you. It's some awesome stuff.
He said 5 inches.
Not just because I grow it. It's because it's just awesome stuff.
Yeah, if your corn's 5 inches tall, Mr. Rain, if you'd planted Danny corn, it'd been 10 inches tall.
He needs to see Sinclair's video about the radishes he got from us.
Check Sinclair Pages out.
If Sinclair Page is still on here, he can put his link up to that video.
Well, he can if he's not a...
Oh, he's not a moderator, so he can't. That's right.
But he could put the title. And
he could put the title up, and people could Google it on YouTube and probably find it. But and see the radish seeds that he got from us. He won't never plant our seeds again, he said.
Living like Claire.
Living like Claire. Hello, young lady.
Brad Tully. I just see people.
Yeah, Brad's on here.
Send him some Danny corn. You got to send him Danny corn. I got the address, I think.
I think we got their address. Yeah.
So.
Does tall corn, good tasting corn, better corn?
Does it equal good tasting corn?
Does it equal good tasting corn? Yeah, my corn is great. Can you pop corn. Danny corn? Rusty, no, you can't pop Danny corn. You can make hominy out of it.
Yes, you can. I don't like hominy. That's one reason.
Homony's good.
But we may have to make some this year just to do a video.
Yeah, she don't know.
And I might try it. Something about it, I didn't think I wanted it years ago. So I've tried a lot of stuff since being out here.
Since she's been with me out here, y'all, she's had to learn how to eat a lot of stuff she didn't think she would eat. So she's coming around. She's coming around.
Tammy I.M. says she loves my laugh. I don't know about that. That's I got a weird laugh. Teal House said they had to replant all their corn because the Great Pyramids decided to roll around and kill half of it. I would be putting a dog somewhere else.
That's why we don't have a dog, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, because I want to keep my flowers and my plants, and I don't want a dog in them. I don't want them rolling around in it. We had a house dog until 1.5 years ago, and when it passed away, there won't be another house dog.
My light to Hope says, is it really called Danny corn, and where do you get it? Yes, I created this variety 26 years ago. It is my corn.
And you can get it on
our Etsy store.
Yeah.
Yeah. If somebody puts Jen or one of y'all could put our Etsy store up, it's there for sale all the time.
Okay, I grow Danny corn, but what's a good popping corn.
Oh gosh, there's.
What's that red? We had 3 different varieties.
We had 3
yellow,
different varieties. We had
red,
red, white, and yellow. Red, white, and yellow.
Yeah, red, white, and yellow. There's different kinds.
Yeah.
It's called popping corn, Rusty. Actually,
It's an ancient corn, though.
I can't remember an actual name, but it is.
I could go look, but I'd have to get up. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I see you next time, Rusty, we'll get that taken care of.
Yeah, asked us then.
Does the height of the corn impact the flavor? So the taller it grows, the better. I doubt that. I doubt the height has anything to do with it. I just like to have a super bad looking corn. You know, I mean, my corn grows 14 feet tall and has ears on it that's like 16 inches long. And I bred it up that way. It's a very soft corn. It's a good eating corn until it starts to mature and turn hard. And once it does that, then it's a good drying corn. It can be used for cornmeal, corn flour, and everything. As a matter of fact, Wanda and I is fixing to start selling some Danny cornmeal.
Yeah, we thought we might do some.
Yeah.
We're not going to do a lot.
We're not going to do a lot, but we bought a new grinder to use here, and we're thinking about
doing so. It's going to be more like a corn. It's a
corn
like
flour.
A corn flour.
It's a corn flour. We're going to start selling some corn flour
in 1 pound packs. I don't really have a price yet, but when we do, we'll put it on Etsy. When we grind some, we'll.
Thank you, Sinclair.
Okay.
Y'all can go watch this video when this is over, and you'll be able to see what happens when you grow deep south radish seeds.
Yeah.
Strawberry corn is a good popping corn. Quake Lake, yes.
That's one.
That's one of them we had. The only thing is, it just makes an ear about that long.
It's real small.
About 3 to 4 inches long. We have some popping corn seeds that makes an ear of maybe like 6 inches long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rusty told me he had some food safe buckets he gets from a bakery when he comes back next time he's going to bring us. So we're looking forward to that.
Okay. Let me think what else.
Somebody asked a while ago how to get rid of chipmunks. We don't have a chipmunk problem here. They don't even come this far south. But when I was up north, they were up there, and we just took a pellet gun and shot them.
Now we could sell some Danny grits, but that would mean we would have to hand crank it. Because the grinder we got was a Wonder Mill, and the Wonder Mill makes it real fine like flour.
Yes, to make cornbread, lady. You can make cornbread.
Yes, with the corn flour, but it's about the consistency of what you buy in town, and it might be a little finer.
It's a little finer than what you get in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can do some grits. Grits doesn't take as long. If you try to make corn meal with the hand grinder, it takes forever.
Yeah.
And I don't have that much energy.
Rattlesnake beans, have not heard of those. Rattlesnake beans is what we grow in here this year as an experiment. Those things are
we
wonderful.
had them for supper tonight. They were so good.
They were so good, yes.
They just have a different taste than regular green beans. I did not realize they had that much of a taste. When I picked them the last 2 times, for about a week and a half now, I picked them twice. I canned them. So I've got 3 or 4 little pints of beans already canned.
Yeah.
But today I told Danny, I said, we're just going to eat these for supper. So we cooked them, and
they were so good, y'all.
Man. So we will be planting more rattlesnake beans. We're going to get cattle panels.
Yes, we have to go get cattle panels.
Somebody gifted us some money for cattle panels, so we are making a trip to town soon to get cattle panels.
Yeah, I have to hook the trailer up to go get them.
Next year, we will have the, what do you call it, the archway? What is that called?
No, it's just you just bend them in an arch.
And put the
rattlesnake
beans
on them that way.
Because that's one of our goals, was to do that. We just didn't have the money to do it this year, but we are going to do that for next year, because these things are good. If you get a chance to do rattlesnake beans, oh my goodness. Hello.
Sell the corn and let us grind it ourselves. We can do that because I have plenty.
Yeah, if you want to do that, you let us know.
Just let us know how many pounds you want or whatever. We sell it by the pound probably.
And when we run out, we run out. That's just it.
That's just the way it is. Yeah.
Oh. So Now, there was something I was thinking and it went out the window. Okay, y'all
That's what
keep
happens
talking.
when you get older. I can't wait to can my okra. I just watched y'all's video on that. Actually, the canning video on okra we got was from Mr. Charles in the old Alabama gardener.
Alabama gardener. He called and walked me through it.
Yeah.
And it's actually very, very
Actually,
good.
it's better for frying after it's been canned than it is before it's been canned.
It really was. It really fried really well.
Yeah.
And we really liked it.
It's kind of like the ground beef was for us. Once it was canned, the ground beef has 100% better taste after it's canned than it does before it's canned.
Yes.
People talking about they having problems with slugs. The beer in a little can, a beer in a lid will get rid of them slugs.
All right, is Danny corn sweet? No, it is a field corn.
It is a field corn. She's right. My wife wants some Danny corn flour when you have it ready. Okay, Rusty, just let me know. Give me a heads up when you're coming, and we'll try to have you some.
Yeah. All right. Love grits with the big dab of butter in it. Oh, P, I do too.
Man.
I'm tell you what, I do a big thing of grits, and when I do, I eat some that morning, but then I put the rest in the refrigerator, and the next day I heat them up till I run out.
I like eating polenta.
Yeah, I like to make enough for 2 or 3 meals. I'm not one to just make for one meal usually.
Grandma's Homestead says DE will kill slugs. Yes, it will. It likes to get rid of slugs. Also, crushed up eggshells will do the same thing. Okay, Nancy, I live in the Sumter County, middle of the state. Okay. I'm not sure what that's about.
What kind of beer?
Any kind of beer.
Any kind of beer.
Cheaper the better.
Yeah. Don't do the expensive stuff.
Don't do the expensive stuff. It's too tempting to drink yet.
If you want to kill slugs, get the cheap beer.
Yeah.
Did you get the rain? No.
Dolly, we did not get the rain that the Aldermans got, even though they're 2 hours north of us.
We did not.
We've got steady rain for like 3 to 4 days, but it's just been a light, just a good soaking rain. Nothing, nothing no downpours. Right Farm says, what do you mean field corn? Well, is either field corn or sweet corn. There's only 2 kinds of corns other than popcorn.
Field corn is, people up north call it an animal corn for animal feed. They don't know that you can eat it.
Yeah, it's edible corn.
A lot of people think it's just for feed.
It's the same corn as for animal feed. It's just that ours is not genetically modified. It's a corn that I created 26 years ago.
Mr. Rain and Rain says that the D doesn't work on slugs there because they're like mutants. They just keep multiplying. They get so much rain where they're at.
Yeah, DE won't work in the rain.
And that's kind of the deal. I've seen a lot of people doing videos and they tell you how to do something, but in some places it doesn't work. For us, Back to Eden doesn't work.
Right.
We can't do
now Back to Nature works for us.
And other places can do Back to Eden. And people tell us if we do this and we do that. I'm not spending the kind of money it would take for us to try and do Back to Eden because wood chips, stuff like that, I'm sorry, the termites going to get them.
Termites take us over.
And like Rain Country, where we could kill a few slugs because we get very few here, she gets them by the
bucket load.
Yeah, she has them. And us with the fire ants, we have them by as many fire ants or more than she has slugs.
Fire ants are like from Hades.
You can't kill all the fire ants here.
No.
Like she has the problem with slugs, we have fire ants. You're just not killing them. You just learn to live with them and step over them.
Or in them. And just get bit.
I stepped in them.
Yeah, her legs are eat up. Now she's a grown woman and stood in the ant bed. You know, I was like,
I wasn't the only one. Jennifer did Monday too.
I was sitting there looking. I'm like, why did you just stand in the ant bed? You know they're gonna bite you. You know.
That one ant bed by that blueberry.
By a blueberry bush. She was so engulfed in picking them big blueberries. She was reaching up there just picking them blueberries. And next thing I know, she's like, oh! You know, ants all over her. I thought she was gonna strip naked in the blueberry patch.
And I know that fire ant bed is right there. It's been there the whole time.
Yep.
And we usually go around that bush and pick in different places and not right there. But those berries were huge the other day because nobody had been picking them. Have we planted a sugar cane? Yes.
Yes, our sugar cane's about, what, 4 feet tall, 5 feet tall?
Yeah, we have, what, 2 different kinds?
We have 2 different kinds. We got a whole field of it. So,
Well, actually, three. Did we have three kinds?
yes, we have 3
We
kinds.
got 3 kinds now.
Mr. Joe from 2.67 gave us another variety. Oh, Leo, I hate fire ants. Leo's daughter got in fire ants when she was here. So, yeah.
His dad is in the hospital. He's okay, but he was dehydrated.
He was
and
dehydrated
just needs
bad.
some care for a while.
And he's going to have a lot of care. How do you deal with the ants? Pour gas on them? Gas works. Now, believe it or not, you can drive a pipe down in the ground because these ants will go sometimes 6 to 10 feet deep in the ground. You can drive a pipe down in the ground, pull the pipe back up, pour about a half a gallon of gas in the hole, and stomp the hole in real quick. And when the fumes come up through the hole, ground, it will usually kill most of them in the bed. But if there's any few left over, they'll just move over 3 or 4 feet and start all over again.
I actually put the water hose on an ant bed the other day, and the water just kept going in and never came out.
It never came back out.
And I mean, I sat there for like several minutes with water streaming in that hole, and it never came to the surface. So there's no telling how deep that ant hole was.
Pia says, still want some sugar cane. Well, when it gets to be time, Pia, just let us know.
The end of the
and
year.
We will ship you some. It'll be probably around October to November, somewhere in that area.
John Lord said something about using a wasp and hornet spray with a match like a flamethrower.
Well, I've done that. I have done that. I sure have.
Mr. Rain has slug battalions on rotating shifts. We have ants on rotating shifts, I'm telling you.
Grandma's Homestead said pour boiling water on the fire ant bed to get the queen.
I tried that.
We've boiled more water here than anybody never imagined and poured it on ant beds. Come back the next day, they moved over 3 feet and came back up.
They want sugar cane. Rock's Corner, where do you get seed? Ours doesn't come from
Sugar cane does not grow from seeds. Sorghum grows from seeds.
Now, there is some sugar cane that does, but it's not
here.
Our country.
You get it in Mexico.
Now, Zach at American Homestead, somebody gave him some seeds, and we're trying to. He's supposed to send us some.
We're kind of hoping we get some from Zach to see how it is.
But most sugar cane grown in the United States comes from, what do you call it?
It come from the stalk. The sugar cane is a rhizome. It comes up from the root, and you actually cut the stalks, and it has these little eyes on it, and you actually cut these eyes into sections and bury them in the ground, and that's where sugar cane actually comes from. And we do sell the eyes in the fall, but not this time of the year. Okay. I'd like sugar cane, Kelly says. Well, if you'd like some, just holler at us and we'll get you some. You can actually grow it in containers if you want to. I've seen videos about people growing it in containers.
Yeah. Thunder Ridge says we need to raise anteaters. We thought about it. If we thought we could
If I thought I could do it, it'd be kind of like the armadillos was. They brought armadillos into Texas to control the fire ants before they found out there was other food to eat, so they left the fire ants alone and moved east. Now we have armadillos because of it.
Yeah, we planted in containers a lot, and we still get the fire ants come
they
up
get in our
into
containers.
the containers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we just have a tough time sometimes, but you learn to just live with them. If we tried to boil water and put on every fire ant in this bed in our yard, just in our yard,
oh God,
we'd be boiling water
you'd have to
for
have
weeks.
55-gallon drums of water, you know.
I mean, because there's so many beds here, it's just unreal.
Could you grow it from the pieces you buy in the store? I don't know what they sell in the store, Dolly, but if it's sugar cane, yeah, you could grow it from pieces you buy in the store if it's actual pieces with the eyes on them that has not been stripped off.
That would be the deal if the eyes hadn't been stripped. Some of them they may do that.
Rock's Corner said, "Will sugar cane grow in the Washington state?" It depends. If you live next to the ocean side, you might could if you're in zone 8. Anything in zone, you can grow it in zone 7, but no further north than that. 7 and 8, but you could grow sorghum up there though. I know that.
Okay, so off grid with Doug and Stacy. Wow.
Oh.
They are almost in Missouri. I'm not sure who's almost in Missouri.
I think they're talking about ants. Or armadillos. It may be armadillos.
We have armadillos. We have one here somewhere in the woods.
Quake Lake says they have armadillos up there, so that's out from Kentucky up there. So yeah.
Rusty's going to bed. Oh my goodness. Do you realize it's already 9:30?
Really?
Almost.
Wow. Thunder Ridge says we just have the little black ants and they drive them crazy. We have the little tiny black ants that just running little lines across everything, and then we have the big old black ants that live in the woods. They come up in the house too. We have fire ants. I mean, we just plagued in the South with all kinds of stuff.
Rock's Corner, we went off again. When you plant in containers, do you drill holes in the bottom?
No.
He drills.
We drill holes about 3 to 4 inches up from the bottom so that the bottom holds water.
Okay. Armadillos are almost to Highway 70 in Missouri, already in southern Missouri. Y'all don't want them.
You don't want them, I'm going to tell you. We see them pesky things here. We shoot every one of them we see. When armadillos have babies, they always have 4, and they're always the same sex every time. So, I mean, they're the worst nuisance that could ever have been created. I don't even know why God created them.
There had to be a reason.
I'm sure. I'll find out one day.
Yeah, I don't really know, but there has to be a reason for armadillos.
Yeah.
And fire ants.
And fire ants. Fire ants come from hell.
He says that all the time.
I'm telling you, them things, they're from the devil himself. They're the devil's workshop.
They really get into everything.
They ruin everything.
Yeah, armadillos do carry leprosy.
Doug, they're constantly here. They constantly check them. They cut their ears off, send them off to labs, and have them checked for leprosy. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. So, can you send me some sugar cane so I can try to grow it in Washington State? You will have to message us about
October.
October.
At least October. Send us a message, and we'll try to get you some up there.
Because we won't remember. You'll have to remember to do that at that time because it'll have to be after we cut our sugar cane.
Yeah. And it should be ready by sometime in October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Okay, do they come from hell like little demons? They do come from hell. Yes, Tammy, I am. They do.
When you step in one of them and get all ant bites everywhere, yes, you will think so.
Yeah, the turkey vultures don't get nothing to eat around here. Somebody says, Leo Bolt says Bermuda grass is from hell too. Look, I would chop a man's arm off for bringing Bermuda grass on my property.
That and what's the other?
Kogon.
Kogon. Don't even get him started on Kogon.
Don't even get me started on Kogon and Bermuda grass. I would literally chop somebody's arm off for bringing that stuff on my property.
Mosquitoes. Now, we don't have mosquitoes too bad, I guess.
No, we don't have mosquitoes. We got the little tiny black ones every now and then will show up if it's been raining for a while. But
anyway, to ward off mosquitoes, we have what's called a beautyberry here. I guess it grows a lot of places. It grows
wild here. I used to use it hunting for a while.
You can take and rub that on you or make you something out of it and spray on, but we don't have that many mosquitoes. You would think we did. Kudzu, John. Kudzu goes everywhere too. You can't get rid of it.
Angie says, I got a sweet potato plant today. Yes. Good deal.
We actually sent Starry Hilder some sweet potatoes.
We did. We sent
She's going to be growing sweet potatoes from Deep South. And we're sending Leo some. I think Leo's going to be growing some.
Yeah.
We sold, I don't know how many at the conference.
I sold over 100 at the conference. And we've sold a pile of them since we got back home. And I still have sweet potatoes I run out my ears right now. I planted them things in the barrels out there. I went back to my greenhouse today and looked and had sweet potatoes in them containers. I pulled 300 slips out of there already, and them things are done. Took the barrel back over again. So we've got sweet potato slips out the yin yang. We done planted 400, and I ain't planting no more.
Yeah, and they're all looking good. We're hoping to do a kind of a slideshow of everything that's growing right now, but we're having to do small, like corn and tomatoes right now, but we're going to try to do an overall sometime with
D225, we have horse flies real bad here. You always know when the horse flies are going to be bad. When the corn starts silking and starts tossing, horse flies are going to come out.
Hello, world without rule of law.
He finally made it, huh?
Yeah. All right, so.
Mosquitoes is a state bird from Mississippi. In central Mississippi, yeah. And in south, and when you go further down to us on the Gulf Coast, yeah, they are down there.
Andy Duke said his sweet potatoes are doing awesome. Good.
Good deal, Andy. Good deal.
We have gotten so many.
Grandma's
planting
Homestead says
demonstrations.
beautyberry plants are $8 online. Oh
I
my
will sell them
God!
to you for $8.
I'll
a
sell you the
plant.
seeds where you can grow your own cheaper than that. Well, I don't know if
I,
it'd be cheaper than that time I ship them, but
I will go dig you up beauty berries all
man,
day
look,
long for $8 a piece.
we mow them things down around here because they're like weeds, you know? I mean, God.
They're awful. Yeah, before y'all go pay expensive prices for some of this stuff,
Yeah,
message us and
message
ask
us.
do we have it, because oak trees, if anybody wants oak trees, y'all don't know how many thousands of oak trees I pull up every year. And when Jared gets here this week, he's probably going to be pulling oak trees up from all over the place because they're everywhere. So if you want oak trees, they're about, what, 4 to 6 inches tall. Some of them are a little taller.
We may, I don't know, they're just everywhere. I mean, that's.
I can sell you oak trees all day long. Just, oh man, we could make a killing if somebody buy them.
Yeah, well, Angie's pantry said water slips. Slips are when you put your sweet potatoes, you take little, I take the small skinny sweet potatoes. I don't take the big healthy ones now, the little small skinny ones, and I bury them about 6 inches deep in the ground. And I water them in real good, and when they grow, the little plants start growing off of them. You kind of break them loose from the potato and pull them up. They got lots of roots on them. And you take those are called slips. You take those and plant them in the ground. That's what you grow sweet potatoes from.
Hey, Southern lady. Yes,
and there's a yam and a sweet potato are two totally different things. We are going to probably do a video on that. Yams actually come from other countries in the world. Very few people here have ever actually ate a yam unless they go to a store where they sell them. No, yams are not sweet. They're usually a white to have a little bit of a purplish mingle on the inside of them. And they have a skin on the outside of it that's kind of got like a bark look to it. They're not smooth and slick like a sweet potato.
Yeah. Most anything that's grown in the United States is a sweet potato. But they intermingle the name yam all the time, but they're really not.
They're not the same thing. They're completely different. Doug says, slips is what ladies wear under their shirts.
Their skirts.
Yeah. I wanted to say that a while ago, but I just didn't do it.
Okay. And I don't know if she got hers off the side of the road. I'm not sure what. So.
I got mine off the side of the road. Oh, talking about her beauty berries. Oh, yeah.
Raccoon killed my chickens
last weekend. While I was in Georgia last weekend. Well, I'd be setting raccoon traps, lady. Here, we leave live traps set year-round. We don't go a day without having a trap set because we don't allow any animal on our property that don't belong to us. If it comes on here and it gets trapped, it goes to, what do you want to call it? The dispatch in heaven?
The graveyard.
Goes to the bone graveyard, yeah.
Yes, Danny's been keeping the trap set because we can't afford for the raccoons to get in the corn.
The corn
or the possums.
Or the possums or anything. Now, one will slip by us every now and then and do some damage, but, I mean, what was it, this past week I caught a huge male coon, probably 20 pounds. He had feet look like little hands.
Okay, she's a bottler, says it's autumn there right now. Can she do slips now?
No.
You need to do them in the spring.
You need to do them in the spring. Well, wait a minute now. Where are you at?
You're in Australia?
In Australia, their wintertime is warm.
Is she in Australia?
Their wintertime is warm. Their summertime is cool, isn't it? Isn't that how that works?
I don't know. Are you fixing to go into a warm weather period, or is it fixing to get cool?
Yeah, if you're fixing to go into a warm weather period, then you can do your slips and plant them.
Do we have
and John Lord says, yes, critters get to meet Jesus. Yes, good way to put that,
Do we have problems with raccoons? Yes, we have lots of problems with raccoons.
Lots of problems. We catch about, what, 6 to 8 a year?
At least.
At least 6 to 8 a year.
Then that many or more possums.
Well, one year I got 13 possums here. So we got, they just keep coming and we keep dispatching them.
If you kill a coon, bury it in the garden. I'm not sure why. Man, unless it's fertilized.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, we have.
Now we have a lot of owls around here, John. As a matter of fact, Wanda gets a kick out of me because I go out in the evening and talk to them and actually call them up in the trees and let them sit there and look at us. And them things are like, where am I at? Like this tall. They're like 2 foot tall. They're huge.
And what was really funny, it was a holiday weekend last year, or maybe the year before.
Yeah.
And Danny and I were out about 10, 11 o'clock, and we were sitting on our porch, and he kept calling the owls, and they came up to our corral. And he had them flying all around the corral in the barn, and they were hooting back at him. And the next day we saw our neighbors who live across the road here, and we didn't know they were outside. And they said, man, the owls were cutting up last night. We heard them. We kept listening to them. And Danny, I was cracking up. I was going, man, that was Danny talking to him. And she thought that was so funny because they were listening to him too. But Danny was actually calling them, and they came here and stayed for a long time that night.
Yeah, I talk to the animals all the time. We have a good thing going sometimes.
Yeah, we just hadn't sat out in a while. We just hadn't. We were too tired every day.
Yeah, we're always too tired now.
So it's getting close. Are you ready to? If y'all have any questions, put them up. If not, we're just gonna take some prayer requests. Dead animals buried in the garden is fantastic fertilized. Yeah, but I'd be afraid I would get into one.
Yeah, here you
the bones and stuff like that.
I tell y'all what, we can't even use fish emulsion here.
No.
If we use fish emulsion here, we can go out there the next morning. If we put it around plants, the next morning, every plant in that garden is dug up that's got it around it because things come during the night and just eat it up. Pia says we had a deer in the backyard today in the city in Berkeley, California. If we had that here at night, he'd get shot. I'm just gonna lie to you.
Well, we probably have them here at night. We just don't get up and go out and look. How do you call an owl? Can you call an owl?
Yeah.
He can call all kinds of birds and animals, just saying. He can get the whippoorwills going.
Oh, yeah, I can talk to all of them.
Patera's doing fine. I was talking to her just before we started our live stream, and she had a lot of pain yesterday, I think, but today she's back up doing. I think she overdid a little. She's having to take it easy again, but she's going to be fine.
Angie's Pantry said, do you guys have a problem with snakes? Yes.
I have a lot of problems with snakes.
I've killed probably 30 rattlesnakes here in 26 years that go over 6 feet long. Now, luckily, last year, my grandson was on the carport, and I killed a 5-foot one on the carport out there where he was playing. So, yeah, we have a problem with them.
Mike Pratt, get you a live trap. They're about, what, $25 at, what is that? What's that place called?
Tractor Supply?
Yeah. A live trap and set it with sardines.
We use sardines in ours. Or
you will catch him.
No, or mackerel, anything like that. Just put it in there. He's a piece of cake to catch. You know, it's yeah, we do, John. We have king
Angie's
snakes
got
here.
Westies. Angie said you got her Westies going nuts. We had a Westie.
I had a Westie here. I had a West Highland White Terrier, male dog. Could never, in 13 years, I never found one to breed him with. Or I would still have puppies today, you know.
Yeah, we have king snakes too.
Yeah, we got plenty of king snakes, but they just don't keep up with them. My neighbor cleaned out around his pond right next to me here. Y'all see it in the videos every so often. When they brought a traco in here and started cleaning around the pond, they got 36 moccasins out from around that pond they killed. That ain't counting the ones that got away. That's just the ones they saw and killed.
Bee Lady Patera was on her lawnmower, and the edge of her lawnmower caught a cattle panel, and it popped the bottom of it up, and it stuck into her leg. I don't think it actually ripped it. I think it jammed into it, and she had to have it, had to go to the emergency room, have it cleaned. She's having to do wound care and stuff, and it could have been worse. It could have ripped down her leg, but as it is, I think it's stuck into her leg.
Rain says they don't have a Tractor Supply. Most of your feed stores carry them. Our little feed store here in town has them. Walmart carries them. I mean, the animal traps there, the live traps.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, That's a must on the homestead. There's a lot. We use steel traps here. I just clamp the dadgum legs. Anything that comes on my property and steps in a trap just gets its leg caught. I just go out there and shoot it.
Jazz making you smile. Yes, we see your post.
Yes, we see your post. Well, I don't know if we've seen the posts that they put up, but I do see them.
We see your post that you're.
I see the post you put up now.
Yeah. Guinea fowl will kill snakes. That's something we've thought about getting.
We've thought about getting some guineas here. Of course, we don't have a problem with ticks real bad or anything like that. I mean, every now and then we'll find a tick, but not a lot. If you burn your land off on a regular basis, ticks seem to stay away, and we try to keep ours pretty much cleaned off.
All right.
Let's see. I killed 13 coons in 2 weeks.
Wow.
They love barbecue. Yes, they do love barbecue. She's exactly right. And Southern Lady says, yes, yep, the shotgun takes care of them.
Of what?
You need to have hawks by day and owls by night. We have hawks by day and we have owls by night. The only problem is hawks by day try to eat our chickens by day.
Yeah, we had some crazy hawks this year.
Yeah, we had problems with some hawks this year.
They were trying really bad to get into our chicken tractors. And they got all our white chickens.
They got all my white chickens this year, yeah.
They really love.
They love white chickens.
Yeah, we never had white chickens till last summer, and we got what 8 or 9.
We got about 8 or 9 white chickens.
And the hawks got all of them, I think.
Yeah.
I think we managed to butcher 2.
We butchered 2 of them, but the hawks, we just butchered them before the hawks got them all. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody says they use peanut butter in live traps.
Yeah, you can use peanut butter.
Yeah.
You can.
Would guineas eat fire ants? No.
No.
Nothing eats fire ants.
Nothing eats fire ants. I think that's why they come to the surface, because if the devil's in the center of the earth, he don't even let them go down there, and they're too bad.
I don't know.
Thunder Ridge says we live at Hawk Central.
Oh Lord, that's got to be bad. You can't leave your chickens out at all.
Yeah, you can't. Y'all have to hang on here just a minute.
What are you doing? Oh, turning that fan back on.
Yep, turn the fan back on.
Good night, Till.
Yeah, if y'all see something glittering in the background, it's just our fan.
All right, you guys can go ahead and be putting your prayer request up because it's going to be time to go to bed here shortly.
Yeah. My eyes is already getting
I know, I can tell.
Yeah.
The twinkle's going.
The twinkle's gone out of my eye. Okay.
So we have so many ticks here. Everybody's got ticks.
Everybody's got ticks this year. We hadn't had any problems this year. And I mean, I stay on my knees on the ground. If anybody gets a tick, it ought to be me.
We've not had any issues. Even when we had Rufus, we didn't have a lot of ticks.
We didn't get no ticks off of him either. My dog, when he went outside, he didn't ever get any ticks on him. We
hardly ever have have seen anything around here lately since I've been here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hawks like little dogs in Florida. A woman was arrested for hitting the hawk. Really?
Well, we'd be in trouble with old King Farm here.
Yeah, you would be. Do we have outside cats? And if so, how do you stop them from using the garden as a litter box?
Nope, we don't have any
cats. Our neighbors have cats.
Our neighbors have a couple of cats that visits every so often, and we let them live as long as they don't get caught in a trap.
Yeah.
But we don't have cats. We don't have any critters like that. No dogs, no cats.
Yeah. We just don't have any right now. And don't know if we're going to get a dog. We've debated back and
forth on it, and I don't think it's worth it to me right now.
I agree, John Lord. A good pellet keeps the cats out of the garden.
Well, my pellet gun would kill them.
Yeah, it would keep them out of the garden.
Well, it would keep them out of the garden because I mean, when I can shoot 100 yards across a field and kill a rabbit sitting in his tracks, you know that a cat wouldn't stand a chance.
Thank you, Jazz. She's got the prettiest smile.
She does, don't she? I've noticed that. Yeah, she's got a beautiful smile.
Yeah. All right. For everyone here and her family, be lady. Putting up prayer requests.
Hosting remembrance, use orange pills the cats don't like. Smell them. Yeah, Patera.
And
my dad. The situation in London. It just seems like
I've got Miss Kathleen.
Miss Kathleen, she has cancer.
Yes,
I want to
and
keep her for Jared and his dad for traveling this week.
yes, and your dad. Who else? Anybody else said anything?
Oh, I don't
I'm
know.
getting sleepy.
Yeah, I know. It's getting late.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we're
be
going to have to let
asleep.
everybody go to bed. I know it's
Art and Bree. Oh, you made it just as we're fixing to get off. I see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I see Art
How
and
are you
Bree.
guys doing? I did see, I was looking at something they did today. Now, I've seen several videos in the last few hours. I can't remember who did what. What was Art and Bree doing that I saw?
How to get rid of mice without cats. We have traps set everywhere. You can ask Wanda.
Yeah.
He go out there in her building. I have 5 and 6 traps set in her building.
He fusses at me about the rats because I won't set the traps. I do not like the little wooden traps with the little spring traps.
Yeah, but I get them every time. Though,
Danny
you know.
gets them, but I can't reset them. And he comes in, he says, "You need to be setting your traps." And I said, "No, the building just has rats. I'm sorry."
No. I kill them rats now. I can't stand a rat.
One person says fleas. We've not had fleas.
We don't
since
have
I've
any
been
problems
here.
with fleas.
Kelly's son-in-law, I see.
Has aggressive lymphoma.
Patera, the UK, and Hobo Kitty.
Yeah, y'all, we're free ranging chickens do get rid of a lot of fleas. They get rid of a lot of stuff. Roly polies, slugs. They get rid of all kinds of things if you let them go out and scratch around. But
oh, let's see.
We
Bree got silky eggs today. That's what.
That's,
I didn't watch that one. It was one yesterday or the day before that they did, and I saw the one that Art did. It's been a week and a half ago.
Who one did the fencing?
I don't know. The one I'm thinking of, it was a lot of camera work and different stuff, and it was just
yes, it was
awesome.
him that done the camera work. Yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a funny video. It was made to be serious, but he made it. But they made it like serious, but it's supposed to be a humorous one, I think.
Yeah, it was really good. Enters. I am from Bama Homestead. All right, that's Enderwink. Spring traps are the bomb. Those plastic traps miss a lot of mice. Yes.
Yeah.
I would rather just put out poison and let them die.
Yeah, but you can't because the chickens are in the building. The chickens would eat the poisoned rats, so we can't do that.
Yeah, my deal is I've always poisoned rats. My dad was a pest control man, and he had lots of poison, so I knew how to poison rats.
Yeah.
And I can't do that here.
Yeah, Angie. My Westie was he was so well behaved and such a good dog. He would do anything I told him to do. If the chickens was out, he would not mess with them. One day, my neighbors had some ducks that come over here in the yard, and I told him, I said, "Now, Roo, you can have a duck if you want him." And he run out there and grabbed the duck and held him down and pulled the feathers off of him, but he didn't kill him. And then when he let him go, the duck went home with no feathers on him. So.
And he was really good with the animals. He loved to be right where, if we were in the pig pen, he would be in with the pigs. I have him where he was looking over in the box with the baby chicks. He'd get up and look over at them. And
yeah.
The only thing he did not like lizards.
He hated lizards.
He would eat any lizard. Oh, he hated red birds with a passion.
He hated red birds because he was a little puppy. He caught a red bird and it bit him on the nose, and he hated them ever since. But now he was scared to death of a fly or a bee because when he was a puppy, he got in a yellow jacket nest and they eat him up real bad.
And then you could hear something buzz, and he would come crawl under you. He hated a fly. I mean, a fly could just get close to him, and he'd be crawling under us.
He'd be crawling all up under you. He was a funny animal, though. Okay, y'all, we keep saying we're going to get off here. We got to get off because we got to go to bed. We've been up going since 5 o'clock this morning, so.
We got to get up and get started tomorrow.
Yep, we got a lot of stuff to do in the morning before church time, so we got a lot to do.
All right,
we got to get going.
You guys, we're going to pray, and we're going to remember your request here, and y'all can keep popping them up. And
yeah. So we're going to have a prayer. Father, thank you for being so awesome to us tonight. You're always so good. We appreciate you so much. And I pray that we can glorify you in a way that would be pleasing to you. And Lord, we pray that we would be blessed so that we can reach out and be a blessing to others and to be able to to glorify your name, because that's what our desire is here upon this earth now. And thank you for loving us, and thank you for loving all the people that's here tonight, Father. You've been so good to all of us, and I just pray for your blessings upon all the ones that's in here tonight and requests that they've made mention of. I pray that you'd look down from your holy throne, and Father, that you would just answer each and every one of these requests and give them peace and comfort. And like Joshua would pray, Lord, I pray for courage and for strength to be able to face our daily tasks. And Lord, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you for giving us this YouTube channel and helping us to be able to reach as many people as we do. And Father, we often look at life as being as us being a blessing to them, but the truth of the matter is, Father, the subscribers are probably more of a blessing to us than we are them, and we just really appreciate them for that. And I want you to bless them because they've actually sat here and took time tonight, Lord, to be a part of our family and a part of this chat group. And I appreciate that because they've taken time out of their life to do it, and I want them to be blessed because of it now. Lord, the terrorist bombing that took place over there on London Bridge, and the people just got ran over and stabbed and everything, Lord, I pray for those families, Father, as they've had loss of life and injuries, and Lord, the turmoil that goes on in those places. I pray for peace, Lord, in that part of the world now. And Lord, I think about all the ones that was mentioned here tonight for sicknesses and illnesses, cancers and all kind of different things. Safe travels and stuff, Lord. I want to lift up those people and ask for special blessings on their life. And Lord, there are those here tonight that are suffering from financial problems. They're suffering from emotional and mental problems, Lord. The old devil has strongholds in their life that they just can't beat, addictions and stuff like that. I want to pray for those also, Lord, that they can have victory over the areas in their lives where they have the most problems at now. And Lord, I pray for Zach and his family as they're celebrating one of the feast days, Lord, on Shavuot. I pray that you'll give them a good time. Lord, let them enjoy the feast and the harvest time, and Lord, just the time with fellows, brothers, and Christ, and be able to just worship and bring admonition and glory to the kingdom of heaven now. And Father, I want to tell you how much, once again, I love you, and ask that you go with us through the night so that we can have a peaceful night's rest. We ask this in thy name. Amen. Okay.
All right. You guys, we are going to go to bed. We will see y'all next week. We will have some videos up this week, probably on...
Yeah, we got several videos coming up this week. Got another one on tomatoes. We got ones on probably a little bit more demolition work on the house.
Yeah, hopefully the window will be
Hopefully
in
the
by
window
next
will be
week.
in by next week if we can get a few dry days.
I'm going to try to do one on the herb garden.
Herb garden. We probably have one
what
up
did
on
I
sweet
cook?
corn too.
Yeah, we're supposed to be doing sweet corn. What did I cook that I was going to do? Oh, I did a blueberry, a cooked blueberry pie.
Yeah, cooked blueberry pie.
With a gluten-free crust. And it was awesome. Danny told me a while ago before we started, he said he wished he had a piece of it, and we finished it off yesterday.
Oh, we ate the whole pie in like 2 days.
Yeah. So I've got to make another one, but I did video it, and hopefully I'll get the cooked blueberry pie up with the gluten-free crust this week. I did cook the rattlesnake beans, but I think I did part of that.
We had squash tonight. We have all kinds of stuff we're eating.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as videos coming up, I think we've got several. I know he's going to do an All God's Children, so be watching for that.
We should be having All God's Children coming up.
And porch time this week, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, so we kind of got most everything. We'll see y'all later. But we've got a few nice videos hopefully coming up, and we will see y'all again, next Saturday night?
If not sooner.
If not sooner.
Who is it? Porky Pig? What does Porky Pig say? That's all, folks.
Night, everybody.
Good night, guys.